This is a look at some Final Fantasy cards I have in my collections. This was the longest running series I collected cards from. Starting off are some promotional cards from the art museum sets. These came packaged with snacks and drinks. Final Fantasy XII actually came out with a potion bottle, and for fun I picked one up. Here's the box for it. Each bottle has its own unique lid, and there's 6 of them, and each box came with a card. The card I randomly pulled out was this Balthier one, and that was really good because I wanted to buy that card anyway. Here is the bottle. It's made of glass, except for the lid, which is made of plastic. The drink was not the most fantastic experience. The drink was really bitter. It smelled pretty good, like chamomile, but once the drink went down my throat, the wow factor died out right there. So here are some Final Fantasy VIII cards from the Card-S Master set. Some vending cards from the same game. And here's the start of the main art museum sets. Each art museum set covered multiple games, but I only got the cards that interested me. Good thing too, saved a whole lot of money. So Final Fantasy VII was quite interesting as a set to collect because the game graphics were not the most pretty, art pretty much dominated the whole set. Here are some specials. The Zack card is very, very tough to find, and I was quite lucky to come across it. Here's the second art museum set. I got some Final Fantasy VIII cards from it. I actually got a box of these, and boxes usually came with these little ads, and I thought this one was pretty funny because there's a Cactuar guitar that's sold. So here's the third art museum set. Got some Final Fantasy IX here. Here is the Art Museum 4 set. This one just covers the Final Fantasy X game. I like these cards because these were actually not in the Final Fantasy X art book because Tetsuya Nomura didn't draw it. So I like to see these in the game, and to have them in card form is quite nice because it's art. Here's some more Nomura art. Over here is Yoshitaka Amano's art. I like this 4th set the most because it has a good mix of CG and art. Over on this side are the Blitzball logos, and these are quite interesting. These are the scripts used in the Final Fantasy X game. And also funny, on the back of each of these cards is a alphabet. So if you really want to write a letter in Speirin, you can do that. Here's the 5th art museum set. for Final Fantasy X-2. This set consists mostly of polygon models. Not my most favorite set, but I like seeing the outfits. It's amazing just how many there are. After Final Fantasy X-2 came out, I was expecting a set for Final Fantasy XII, but it never actually came. So this is the last Art Museum set I got, which is for Final Fantasy XIII, and I was surprised it actually came out because the time between X-2 and 13 was a good number of years, so I didn't actually expect to see a set, well, after X-2. So it's quite appropriate that I finished off with 13. This game has moved on to, well, mainly CG for these cards. There are almost no artworks in the set, which is kind of sad, unfortunately. The only art really is the last page, which is really just background models. But that's alright, because it's still nice. And that's the end of this binder.